Alright, let me see how my voice sound real quick. Cause this is gonna be a very talk lengthy video. So where's my Twitch? What is a stream marker? Yeah, I just wanna. Alright, there we go. It's gonna echo for a little bit. I'm trying to. Alright, I think my voice is fine. I don't even have no stream overlay. The Xbox version is but top doo doo. Alright, oh well. So I gotta review some of these matches for the other elite. But first I gotta find his account. It's somewhere over here. Can I watch my own broadcast so I can just see if somebody pop in that John? Alright. Alright, so it's 4 matches. Lost first 2. Alright, let's watch it. Let's see what happened.
Round 1, fight.
Well, for one, he went casting. I didn't know he even had a casting. Excuse me. Alright, he got hit right there. I don't know if there's a gap or not. I don't really have that much collector experience, but he tried to hit a button and he got hit by the ball thing. Man, I like how he's playing so far. I think that string gets punished. See, that's the problem right there. I can't go backwards. You never really want to meaty with full strings. Matter of fact, let me back out of this and explain why. I wish the replay system was a little bit better, more versatile with the options, but I'm gonna show it real quick. If we can get that. Give me Scorpion, Sub-Zero. One of the biggest parts about this game is the wake up system, because there's like 7 different options you can choose to wake up with, or like 8 or 9. Like, it's a lot. And so doing a full meaty string, doing a meaty with a full string is very risky because of wake up roll. And if you don't do it properly, I can react to you like I'm gonna show you. Right? Let's do that. So you do it so early, I can see it coming out and then wake up 3. And if you do it with a high, you can press a button, right? Because you can't meet with a high. That's already like strike 1 and strike 2. Mistiming the meaty and then using a high as a meaty. You can do it, but it's risky. So now in his case, this is also why you don't want to wake up roll, right? Or this is why you don't want to meet with buttons like that. Because the wake up roll, you know what I'm saying? It's very dangerous. Instead, if you want a meaty, I would say go for the down poke or something. Because I wake up roll, you're safe. If I get up with a button, I get hit. So it forces me to use wake up 3. But if I'm using wake up 3, then you can punish it. You know, with like the flawless block. I ain't about to get this, but or you can just read it and you know. That's why you typically want to just meaty with pokes, or maybe like you can use like a normal right, like stand jab or you know forward 2 or whatever. But you typically want to keep such as one button uses, or maybe you'll lab and you'll say, okay, if I do the string, if they wake up roll, I can cancel it so that I'm not fully punishable, but I'm minus or something. But you want to avoid waking up with a full string. Now that we pointed that out, let's go back and finish the replay. I think I'm gonna just finish this one and then review it afterwards because this process of going back and forth is gonna be a lot. But I'm guessing Scarlet and Collector must be a bad matchup if he didn't use it off the rip. Or maybe he was trying something. Maybe he was trying something new. Who knows? Alright, where's we at? I think we were somewhere around here, right? I want to see if I can show it in slow motion. He's gonna punish that. I just missed it too. Oh well. I was watching in slow motion to see. I'll have more time to review stuff. Okay, drop combo. Ah, he missed the punish. In that situation, you want to lab all situations. So, if you're choosing this Cassie bit for Collector, you should already know if she can punish that tech that he just did with the spacing and the chain ball, whatever. Like, if you want to pick Cassie for this matchup, you gotta know, like, okay, she can punish this at this range, or maybe she can't. So this is the safest option I can do. You know, you could just miss the punish too, and that right there. I think he tried to punish Wicca roll, but he mistimed it. Drop combo. Gotta be careful. Kind of poking with highs.
What's your life worth?
He's showing him a lot of respect. see right there after the knockdown, he did what? So just a step kick by itself, right? Smart option. And like I said, you gotta be careful. Counter poking with highs. Because on the collective player, after a button, I would just duck and then punish it for using the highs to counter poke. That's wake up fatal blow. All that means is you just didn't have your meaty count fast enough to hit in the first 5 frames before armor is activated. That's all. You didn't really, I wouldn't say you really lost badly right there. Just missed a couple punishes. That's all it really was. Alright, where's the next one? Should went the combat card, not the main menu. Alright, let's see what else we got. So this is the second match. He went to Scarlet.
Round 1. Fight!
That step kick was very annoying. Yep, okay, that was a good option just to use forward too. I wonder why he blocked right there. Yeah, he just got whipped on this right there. That's I don't think that's supposed to work. I guess he just missed time his frame trap like forward. No, I think that was a bad option. I think you should have pushed up but then stood back because the interactive will jump. You should have been ready for it. Gotta use your mids. Like even though forward 4-3 string has a followed by gap, you still need to use it because it is your mid and it does advance. Not that far, but it does advance. And you got forward 2 and sweep. So when you're using your highs and neutral and stuff like that, if it's not jailing or not a punish, it's going to whiff if they duck under it. And that's what he's doing. He did teleport into a low button, which caused your standing to the whiff. Now, he also could have just ducked under it and then did a full combo string. So you need to reinforce using your mids a lot more. Either forward 2 or forward 4. You can also use sweep. It's a very good button for Scarlet. Yeah, that happens a lot online. Standing 1 to a button. I wonder why he's in A and B. Okay, delayed wake up. Don't get auto shimmy. And then you gotta switch it up. Gotta use your mids. You gotta just react to that one. Gotta switch it up, like I said. That match was a lot more of how you played the neutral and footsie game. You used a lot of highs when you Could have used your mids. That's what it seemed like. And he just like he killed you for it. But let me see. Let me just pick well, Collector does have a good
Scarlet.
reversal.
Colosseum Beast Pen.
Alright. Right. This is what I'm talking about. We gotta switch it up. So first, what you do, you probably already know this, but just gonna put this out there again. That's option 1. Option 2. Option 3. Option 4. Wait, I think is that the same option that I just did? What was the... Alright, right. So that's like option 1. Right? So by doing this, well, yeah, it's like, okay, well, you're playing as Collector because you want to see if they can use the same flawless block timing to punish all of your options. That's why you're doing this, right? So for that, you gotta first get used to punishing one of these with the up tilt. Right now, I just have them hit and playback and turn off the button log. See how I do it. Oh yeah, if you mix it up, I can't reliably do it. Now I can, sort of play that defense, but I can't reliably flawless block punish all of those options. Now, if you want to make it, easier, hit the default again, go back to record, have it all, just that, and then. Right, so now we only have two. I think we only have two options. Is this the option? Okay, you got to get rid of this by doing switch characters, and then switch it back. Yep. All right, yeah. So by doing this, what happens is you only have two options. You say, okay, well, if I mix up these two options, is it still an easy flawless block punish? That's all it is. So button mode is off. And playback. I'm on this. Look at that though. So maybe I can use the same timing, but it doesn't punish that. So that means in this matchup, you want to do this in the tentacle a lot more. Now, with that being okay, well, let's add in, let's take away one of the mix-ups, right? So let's take away the first one. So we'll have tentacle and we'll have the low. What's that? Why does that live? So see, what happens is I have to now react. I can't just, mindlessly do both. I have to react to maybe the low coming out. Right? But the guaranteed way to beat all of that is if you do this. Because that's so much slower than the other two, I can't used to it. So you have to mix that in there. But yeah, just that. You gotta mix up that forward too. Same thing where I can go over this real quick. Using highs and neutral, right? I'll play as collector, it'll just be easier. Right? So that's the first problem right there. I don't really know his strings. See that? So if you play neutral with highs, either that happens, or that. So you need to use your mids more, a lot more in neutral. Let's go watch the other two matches. Where are you? Where you at? Alright, so you had one here and you lost. So let's see what changed this match. So the first match, it was just missed punishes. It wasn't really played that bad, but just missed punishes. I don't think you didn't mix up grabs. I forgot about that. You didn't really grab him a lot. I don't know if that's just... Yeah, I got history of him ducking throws or whatnot, but you didn't really throw him like that. Yep, like that, sweet. That's a punish. That's a nice punish. You gotta be able to read that. You gotta read his movement too. A big part of zoning and playing a spacing game is reading movement. You should get a better punish on that. Okay, I just missed that. But remember we was playing Elite and I told you, like, you have to read my jumps. Like, I'm Liu Kang, I have to use all my tools to get in. And Dragon Kick beats Tentacle. Because if you use it, and I Dragon Kick, I go through it. I travel across the screen and I recover faster than you. Just crazy. The same thing right there I was talking about. No, you should have used forward for it. Oh, she's standing forward into it. But you saved her out now. You saved that out. But he did punish that forward two into the acid. So you gotta be careful. Except you gotta mix it up. You see, it's nothing wrong with zoning and keeping this space, but don't forget that the more that you backdash, whatever, the more you put yourself into the corner. Now he has to teleport, so it makes things a little bit different, but just keep that in mind. It's a lot more to zoning than just projectiles and buttons. That was a nice punish. You still didn't really grab him like that, but I mean, you're not really grabbing each other anyway, so maybe it's just not part of your playstyles. Alright, what's the next one? I think there's one more. They say that, I forgot, I think it was a Street Fighter, they say that usually whoever wins the first game in the tournament setting has an 80% chance of winning the set. I heard that like in one of the Street Fighter matches, Street Fighter 4.
Round 1. Fight.
I don't remember which match it was. Alright, nice punish. Gotta react to those. You got auto shimmy. Oh, you're trying to press a button, that's why that worked. Now that was nice right there. Thought he was gonna jump. Or he made that reason gonna jump, so he walked forward, baited, and then punish it. I like it. And now, because it doesn't have the defensive bar, you can be a little bit more free with the offense and do forward 2 in the action, because you can't really punish it without the flawless block on reversals. I think you should have saved the breaker there. You should have punished that right there too. Gotta be careful. Alright, nice grab, nice grab. So I'll give him too much respect now. Should have used sweep. Because in that sense, look at his health bar, right? He has only 8% left. There's no need to do the overhead. It's like 20-something frames. And with Collector, he has that forward kick he has, that forward 3, whatever it is, it's fast and it has good range. And so it's not really wise to use a button like that that's so slow in a moment like this, where it's like next hit is death. You feel me? You should have used sweep or something.
Round 2. Fight.
Nah, yeah, that's a whip punish. Slow motion. I think the first mistake there was you using the breaker ring. That happens sometimes. I didn't mean to fast forward. I think you should use the ball right there. I think you should incorporate using the ball more on block streams. Mistimed meeting. Uppercut.
Finish her.
Yep. If you don't time your meaties right, that's what's gonna happen. Like sometimes people say, like, how do you just wake up buttons or wake up whatever? It's because you mistimed your meaty. In this game, yeah, I think the animation, along with the invincible frames of actually getting up, is a little wonky. So some things may seem like it shouldn't happen, but the bottom line is, in any fighting game, well, for most of the fighting games that I've played and seen, meaties still work the same way. There's a period of frames where you're getting up where you can't get hit, and then once you're available to get hit, that's when you can choose to do wake up roll, wake up tech roll, or whatever. And if you mistime the button, then it'll whiff. So I'm gonna pick Liu Kang and Scarlet. Just the fact that I don't really use Collector that much, so I'm gonna just pick
Black
Liu
Dragon
Kang
Fight Club.
to make things easier for myself. Now again, I've never played the matchup of Scarlet and Collector, so who knows if Collector is one of the characters that can consistently punish you doing 4 and 2 in the ball. But even if he could, like, it's like, look at this. How do I punish this? I can do this. But what other options do I have? Because once you mix that in with this, then what? It's like, oh damn, that's actually reactable. I just found some new text. Hey, hold on, hold on. I can actually react to this coming out and punish it with that. No, after I already be holding up. Alright, so yeah, if I'm already holding up, I can punish with ball, but if I'm reacting to it, I can't punish it. But even then, right, like that scenario, okay, well, for him to punish it, it means that he has to already be holding up. Meaning that if I, as Liu Kang player, know I can do this, you should know that too, right? Why? Because that means now you know how to counterplay against it. That means if I'm already holding up, it means I'm going to get hit by every other option in the book. So it means every other tool will work. Forward 2 in the tentacle, forward 2 in the acid, spit, whatever it's called, projectile, the low, whatever, it'll all work. Because I have to be holding up forward. I can't react and hold up forward. I can't react and punish it. I have to make that read to punish it. But going on about meaties, right? So let's have her do let's see. That might actually be timed right. Yeah, I gotta mistime it. And this is gonna be weird because I'm not used to mistiming stuff. Let's do that maybe? Right. See? Because it like the timing's a little bit off. You can be off just by like a frame or two. And that may give me what I need to punish it. Or a better option would be like, let me see. Well, I mean, it's a high, so remember we talked about meeting with highs or whatever. You don't really want to do that. I'm trying to get like the best example. Oh, this is how people do it. What they do is they do it too early, and it ends up whiffing. Let me pause that because I'm not trying to get copyrighted on YouTube. Alright, they do something like this, right? So you see, I can't slow it down, but you see how I'm getting up as the blade is like right there? And people will say, how is it that I'm getting up and he's not getting hit? Like he's getting up, my move is right there in front of him, it's on his body, but he's not getting hit. Because I'm still invincible. It's not timed right. See? So you're doing it so early that I have enough time to wake up and do standing 3 with Liu Kang. That means you're at least minus 12 by doing it like this. You know, so it gives me time to punish it. I can even do like a wake up flawless block and punish it. See how slow it is. Yeah, see? So you have to really know how to time your meaties. This is a huge part of the game. Granted, it still is a high, so take this with a grain of salt. But this is like the best example of doing something that's a tad bit early and it whiffs. So maybe with Liu Kang it would be like, let me use something like that, right? Try to punish it. Maybe not, because the second hit is so fast that I can't punish it. But it shows, you know, when you use buttons, a full string as a meaty, you get combo punished. It's easier to get combo punished. So that's pretty much it. Out of those matches, you didn't throw a lot. You didn't use a lot of your mids. You didn't use the sweep a lot. Again, that could just play into the matchup because I never played that matchup, so I don't know if he has good options against those or not. And you respected him a lot on defense. And you missed that one punish too. I'm gonna record it real quick and then probably end the stream so I can upload this on YouTube for you.
Scarlet. Collector. Charon ship.
Wait, does he even have it in his variation? Okay, let's teleport. Can you make it go up? How do you make it go up? I think he played this variation. I hope it was this variation. Yeah. So I don't know what string he did in the corner, but it was some string he did. So let's recreate the situation. So duck, block, stance. Alright. Let's just pick a string and we'll just do it. And just see if it whiffs. See? Okay, there we go. We'll just use that string for example. I don't know if it's the exact same one that he used, but it'll work. Okay, it's X, Y, A. Yeah. Oh, it's only X, Y. Okay, there we go, right? So, apparently, let's say, if you don't duck it, it's minus 14 with a lot of pushback. Let's see if we can punish that. Okay, that wasn't good. Thought it was. I don't know if you can punish it like this. That's why you end up ducking it, though. Yeah. Now you should be able to duck it while blocking. I guess maybe it's a distance thing, where you gotta stand block. Let's create that pushback. I don't know. Even if you block it low, you get less pushback. It will sometimes, it doesn't. I don't know what caused it to whiff. But you see when it whiffs though, you can easily get the punish. See, is that even a true block string? You can jab him out of it. Now maybe not maybe not with the standing button, but you can use like down 3, plus 15 on a hit. Get your own mix up, or down 1. Or just uppercut. But you can react to the animation of him doing that. Let me see. Right? We're gonna have this on. So I'm only gonna try to punish the up one with down 2. That's it, that's my only objective. You gotta be able to react to the animation of him doing the straight one and the high one. That's the other shit. It doesn't have to be 100%, but it has to be more than at least 50%. Like enough to show that it is possible. Basically. Let's try to pause block it. I'm sorry, that's a good one. But you see, like I'm able to somewhat react to this. Not all the time, but I'm pretty sure if I was like, we could sit here and, you know, think about it and try to punish it, yeah, I could. You can even wait like to the last second and then let go of block. I think I can react to this. I get hit by the regular ones when I say that. Yeah. So, you know, stuff like that. That probably will help in the matchup a lot. Maybe she has an OS for that. Yeah, she does. And also you can OS the jump kick, I guess, with this. You just do jump kick into tentacle input, and if they block it doesn't come out. At least you'd be 0 on block, go for 7 frames down 1. Back dash. Look at that, that's 22 frames versus. That's, this is 22 frames too? Hold on. But I know we can test though. Do this. Wait, that's the wrong one. If he can punish that thing with this, give me a whole block. Oh, it's minus 16, never mind. Minus 17. But even so, this, like, because if he can use it as a counterpoke option. You're minus 17, so this is a 5 frame mid, which means you can't press a button, or you get hit every time. You can wait. And I'm gonna do down 1. And I'm gonna do wait because I want to space it out later. So do that, down 1. See? My timing isn't perfect, but if it trades, it means that it's probably like, look at that, see? So it's like using this against Collector is basically saying if you block it, you get a free turn. But if you was to use her sweep, which is minus 12, is a big difference. Minus 12 means you might be able to do something like this and then down 1 on block. Right here. See? It's a big difference. Her sweep is really good. So you want to using her back too is like it's there. I definitely agree that it's definitely there. It's still an option. They might get hit, and for some characters it can be somewhat safe, but nah, it's not really that good of a normal. Especially when you have Collector with his normals. Now maybe had it been like, I don't know, like if Jax or something, or a character that doesn't have really good buttons, then yeah, maybe you might use back two a little bit more. You know, somebody like who doesn't have really like far-reaching buttons. Like Arrow Black maybe, or Gears. You know, Terminator. Sure, maybe you can use, maybe not him because of the projectile, but he had to still figure out the range. But maybe these characters or something like that, where their buttons don't really go that far and it's quick, you can use her back to a lot more. But otherwise, as you can see, if you use it against Collector, if he blocks it, you basically give him a free turn. Unless you're going to try to fall his block, his up or his forward 3, which is already a risky thing in itself. So that's why you need to use her sweep more. In her mids. But that would be like my review of the matches. I won't say too bad. It's just some stuff you gotta work on. More just fundamental stuff.